Hi everyone, it's Beatty from RaveTalks, and I have the exciting pleasure to introduce someone very special to the scene. You are
Nostalgix.
So amazing performance at Goldrush. You killed it. How did it feel?
It felt incredible. It was my first time performing in Arizona, and the energy was just insane. I think by the end of it, I was just so in my flow that I was like jumping around doing like the weird little dance moves,
Yes.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm in the flow right now. Let's go.
Yes. No, it was great with the visuals, everything. Like transitions, it was beautiful. So I first want to ask, what is currently inspiring this friggin' beautiful 90s it girl look? Like,
Thank you, first of all, but I think I've just always really loved this style because I grew up in Iran. So for me, when I was a kid, I would go to my grandparents' house, and like my favorite form of entertainment was watching like cable and watching MTV music videos.
Yes.
So I just like grew up watching like all like the 90s it girls, or like the Y2K era. So like I think I just really fell in love with that style, and like in like an interesting way, I'm kind of like living out my like childhood dreams of like getting to dress like that and getting to like express myself like that.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was thinking of. You totally feel the vibe coming off of it. And it's exactly like your name. It's completely Nostalgix, nostalgia vibes all the way. So congrats on your latest release with Rico Nasty. You guys, if y'all don't know who Rico Nasty is, you have to check her out. She's huge, just as big as Nostalgix. I have a big question. How did you two come together to make such an amazing collaboration?
Well, I had been working on the instrumental for the record for a while, and I thought of the idea of working with Rico because I was like, I really wanted to work with a really powerful rapper, and working with a female rapper, I just had not gotten the experience to like do yet. So I had the idea of working with her, and then I'd made the instrumental. We sent it out, and she liked it. So we started working together, and then it was kind of like months where I was like working on that instrumental, and then once we actually like got the vocals on the track, I went back and I was like, actually, like this is just so sick. I'm gonna like put even more time into it, and then I ended up just completely flipping the record to make it even more like high energy and dramatic, and just really embody that like badass energy.
Yeah, that badass girl energy. No, I felt that totally. If you guys have not checked it out, it's called War. I mean, you can't sit still listening to that song, whether you're in the car or not. It's just, your ass is out, okay?
Yes, it is.
It is out the whole time. I heard you played it towards the end, and I was like, okay, hold up. I knew I was supposed to be recording, but I was like, I just can't stop moving.
That's like the
so
biggest
fun.
thank you. That's like what I strive to do, so thank you very much.
Yes. So, being one of the few female acts to perform on main stages at major festivals like Goldrush, what is some advice you'd wish to further share about your journey?
Some advice to like future producers.
Yeah. Future female artists that are wanting to be in your shoes one day.
I think if you have a dream and there's something that you want to do, don't let anybody stop you. Work hard for it, go after it, and do the thing that you want to do. Don't get influenced by like outside people trying to tell you it's not possible, because guess what, like you can do anything. Sometimes it just like really takes like a lot of solitude and believing in yourself to just go after it and be kind of delusional. You make a lot of sacrifices, but then one day you get to wake up and be like, damn, I'm living my dream life.
Yeah. It pays off.
That part.
It totally
It's a lot
pays
of
off
hard
on
work,
the.
though.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hard work. Not gonna lie.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so continuing that, having the chance to share such a unique and personal performance for family, friends, and fans, what emotions come to you each time when you perform?
I think just, I feel like when I'm on stage, I get to like really just like let loose. And that's always like my biggest goal when I go on stage, is to just really allow myself to be in the moment and feel the music. And it's really interesting because sometimes when I get off stage, I almost feel like I just like meditated. Like my mind is just clear.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what a weird feeling. And I've realized like after doing that so much that I'm like, oh, I think it's just because I really allow myself to be so present that I'm just soaking in the moment, or soaking up the moment. And then I get off stage and I feel like I feel like a brand new girl.
Yeah. It's like a reset for you because you're able to be yourself on the stage and fully embody everything that you stand for. And we feel it. We all definitely feel that too. And can't thank you enough for that. What are some great tips you can share about safety at EDM events for both women and men?
I think look out for one another and make sure, like, if you see somebody like visibly like having a hard time, go check in on them, make sure they're okay. If you are with friends and you guys are partying or you're having a good time, make sure that you're giving people water. Kind of like step up, be the rave mom a little bit. Like, just make sure the people around you are doing good, and like as long as your circle's good, like, you know, you're good. And if everyone's kind of doing that, then we can keep everybody safe and just keep spreading love, keep spreading positivity.
Exactly. You guys, is that not what I always talk about? Always. Just look out for each other because that makes the world a better place. It does. It does. So I know your message is about positivity, but I'm sure there's so much more about it. So what is Nostalgic's message as a female vocalist, producer, and DJ/artist and everything in between?
For me, I think the biggest message is to go after it. Be yourself and don't let anybody stop you. Like, yes, you can take over the world. Why not? Who's going to stop you? Tell me. Nobody.
Yes. We find that not only in your music, but also in your personality. It radiates. It really radiates whenever you feel fully comfortable to be yourself and just do it. Screw the world sometimes.
You're so, like, you're just gassing me up right now. Thank you.
No, it's true. Okay, so last question. Would you like to give any special shout outs to anyone at this time?
Ooh, oh, that's a great question. I want to give a special shout out to my team. They've been just absolutely crushing it for me, and I feel like I have such incredible people behind me that just really understand my vision, and I can just really get to do the things that I love and focus my time and energy on those things. And I feel like it's been like a long journey of like finding those people, and I just have incredible managers. Shout out to Adam, Tony, Natalie. They've just been absolutely crushing it for me. My agents, Rob, Jules, David, and my parents. They're lovely.
Yes. Thank you, team. It really does. It takes a village.
It does. There's just so many moving parts as an artist, and like when you're touring, when you're like in the studio all the time, like you really gotta have people that understand your vision so you can kind of come at everything and crush everything.
Yeah. 1,000%. Well, thank you so much. But before we get off, I would really love to trade a piece of candy with you.
Oh my God, let's go. Okay.
So it's totally embodying Plur. And Plur's message is that we always look out for each other, no matter what, because that's what makes the world go around, and that's what makes dreams come true.
That's so cute. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you. And as always, everyone, please go to RaveTalks podcast to check out this amazing interview with Nostalgix. We killed it. She killed it. And thank you so much for acknowledging our mission and taking the time to talk.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a beautiful day, you guys.
Yay!